as good as I remember,
Yeah.
if not better.
It's ridiculous. They could just put this meat in anything and it would be good. You like roll it up in sushi, it would be good.
It's so good. I'm so happy we did this.
It's like you forget the Empire State Building. It's like you come to Nene's.
Our main dish here is the birria taco. Birria is a braised beef cooked for 6 hours in its own juice, so it's nice and tender, flavorful. Traditionally, it's made out of goat, and also traditionally, it's in Mexico, you eat it as a stew, not as a taco. In California, they took it to the next level. They added cheese and made it into a delicious taco. A taco is so simple, but at the same time, so difficult to create. You have a lot of flavors going on. You have like the smokiness from the birria, the chilies, touch of spice to it. You have the cheese melting in your mouth, and then you have the complements, which are the onion and the cilantro. So it's a nice mix of everything. You dip a taco in the consomme. It's the juice that the meat releases, combined with a lot of chilies, condiments, so it's packed with flavors. My name is Andrés Galindo, and I'm the chef and co-owner of Nene's Taqueria here at Brooklyn, New York. We're in Bushwick, Brooklyn, one of the hottest neighborhoods when it comes to food, art, good vibes. This is my neighborhood, this is my home. I went to school here when I first came to the States. I lived next door. It was full of cultures, a lot of tradition going on. Most people that immigrated to New York City, it's either from Puebla, Guerrero, Morelos, which is like the southern states of Mexico. New York, they call it Puebla York because we have a lot of people from Puebla. My mother immigrated in 1999. I was 5 years old when I first came to the States. Around 2004, she opened her own restaurant, Los Tres Marias. It was a small, intimate place, right, like 2 blocks away from here. I grew up there, working every weekend as a delivery boy, dishwasher, eventually making some tacos. I ranked up there, you could say so. Mother? ¿Que si te ayudaba?
Andrés era un poquito perezoso, pero sí, si lo ponía así.
Yeah, sounds a little lazy, but the love for food started there in my mother's business. I got inspired and I decided to go to culinary school. I graduated culinary school and started my internship in St. George. I worked there for 4 years. It was the best experience in my life. It was actually one of my goals to work at that moment in a 3-star Michelin restaurant. You had to learn a lot of ingredients, good caviar, foie gras, truffles. You learned a lot there. I had quit St. George last year around February. 3 days later, I had my flight to Mexico City. I flew to Mexico City to learn more of Mexican cuisine, to expand my knowledge, new ingredients, new techniques, new recipes. That same day I had my flight, the first case of Corona was detected in New York City. So I got stuck there. I was meant to go for 1 month. I came back after 6 months. There were no jobs. So at that moment I told myself, I gotta do something, This place came up. Right away I thought damn, why not? Let's go for it and sell tacos,
Mi mamá le dijo que si él regresaba aquí, que pusiera un negocio, que él, aunque sea fuera de taquero, y él se vino con esa idea y me dijo, dice, ¿tú me apoyarías? Confía en mí, yo tengo ideas, mira, vamos a hacer esto. Le dije, ok, pues vamos, yo te apoyo, y así comenzó Los Nenes Taqueria.
Yeah, she was the only one that believed in me when we first opened, so nothing like your mother, If your mom doesn't believe you, who will? I decided to open a birria spot. Our menu is focused in the West Coast items. I saw a lot of success out there with birria, and I thought to myself, why not open just a place with birria? It was tough. At that moment, a lot of places closed down, as you know, and restaurants was the most affected. I actually was worried, but at the same time was very positive that, people still gotta eat, and I was selling comfort food, which is cheap and delicious at the same time. So I knew it was gonna work out. The first day we opened, I'll be honest, it was slow. We still had the cell phone logo sign outside. No one knew it was a taco shop. I started an Instagram account, slowly friends were coming by, neighbors were coming by. Now you have people coming from Long Island, the Bronx, even from New Jersey or Connecticut. You know how social media works. They see something that looks really appetizing and you go for it. The way I see it is like it's trending. Like if a new phone comes out, everybody wants to have it, You see people eating this taco dipped in a sauce, you want to try it, I'm sorry, don't take me wrong, it's delicious, It's not only for Instagram, it's also delicious. JJ.
What's up,
it's
brother?
A pleasure, man.
Something about the Instagram photo drew you in. And what was that?
It just looked delicious. That's basically what it comes down to.
Welcome to The Old Man of the Three with JJ Redick and Tommy Alterp. This is episode 50. Tommy, we need to talk tacos. You and I met in Bushwick yesterday for what I would consider to be a life-changing taco.
I would agree. It's certainly up there for best tacos I've ever had in my life.
It's up there for me as well.
Out of all the places he came to, Bushwick and to a deli store to try some tacos.
We really believe that this is one of the best tacos in New York, if not the country. And we also love Andres' story.
Yeah.
He came back to New York in the middle of the pandemic and decided to start this thing on his own. It took a lot of courage, and it's a simple sort of product, and it's like perfectly executed.
There it is.
So here it goes.
Thank you.
Let's go.
Birria taco and one empanada. Thank you, brother.
Oh my God.
Sope, a little thicker tortilla.
Amazing.
Oh my God.
Consomme. It's a must.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. This is fantastic. Thank you, Andres.
Start with the taco, boss.
Dip it in.
Yeah, cheers, man. What is so unique about Birria is the combination of flavor, the tenderness because it's slow cooked, but also the juice. That stew that it's cooked in. It just gives it like a juiciness. And you add in that queso on those homemade tortillas, it's just a perfect combination.
It's the perfect texture.
Oh.
No, homemade tortilla is underrated, and what makes it so perfect. It's like a great burger having an amazing bun.
I would agree with that.
It just provides like a balance for the rest of the meal. Now, the wild thing is, I spent a lot of time in California. JJ played LA for 4 years. We've had most of the best tacos. And don't get me wrong, I'm not trying to slander LA tacos. There's an amazing taco scene there. But this is as good as it gets.
My generation of players, like we were part of that sort of foodie culture in the late 2000s, early 2010s, and we've passed that along to the younger players. So a lot of the younger players are now into food, they're now into wine. Food for me has always been sort of like a pursuit, an outlet. As a young player, my way to explore a city was to explore the restaurants in a city, to explore the cuisine in a city. And then on teams where you have a bunch of guys you hang out with, then it becomes about camaraderie and building chemistry. Anything that we collectively get into as a group, we get really competitive about. It's like, oh, have you been to this restaurant? Oh, you haven't? Oh, I have.
We knew right away, after one bite, we were like, this is it.
That was a life-changing taco.
So the official grand opening of Nene's at Barclays Center will be in October. It's crazy, it hasn't been a year since we opened a phone store and turned it into a taqueria, and now we have a stand at Barclays Center, It's been a blessed year, The menu's 5 items, 3 tacos, some nachos, and a quesadilla. It's a sport venue and you want a fast pace here, you want in and out. I'm excited. I'm excited for what's coming for me, for my family. It's a great opportunity. I'm most excited to have here in my stand my mother. She's been there since day one. She's the one that showed me support, she's the one that invested in me. And, she's already proud of me. And I know that once she comes here and takes all of this, she's gonna be proud. I'm just happy to showcase my food to more people, especially in a big venue like this, one of the hottest venues right now. They have a super team coming up, I'm really excited, especially coming from Brooklyn, you know. I'm a Brooklyn boy, so. I was never expecting to open a taco shop in my own neighborhood, you know. I always wanted to open a restaurant, you know, become a Michelin chef. It definitely feels special to me, you know. Like I said, especially in the same street I grew up with, the same street I went to school. In a certain way, I'm giving back to the community too, you know, with good food, good flavor, you know. It's definitely special, you know. You can say I'm living the American dream.
I don't know if you know this, but Nene opening
In Barclays?
in Barclays.
Wow. All right, so Barclays is number 1 in the league.
Basically, it's gonna be my second home for at least a year. You know, I'll be spending most of my time here, so.
That's amazing. And
Wow,
we
I'm
need
buying Nets.
we need
I'm
to,
buying Nets season tickets.
we need to have a conversation.
We gotta get comfortable.